Have you ever heard of the burning mountain of Sinai? Today we're going there. As we continue our series through the book of Deuteronomy, we pick up in chapter 5, verses 23 to 27. And it came to pass while the mountain was in smoke, that the voice of the Lord and the sound of a loud trumpet echoed through the smoke. And he said to Moses, Speak to the children of Israel, saying to them, The feast of unleavened bread, which you shall keep as a feast of unleavened bread for 7 days. In the evening you shall eat unleavened bread, and eat it with bitter herbs. So it was when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God spoke in the hearing of all the people, saying, All the firstborn, male and female, among the children of Israel, and among the animals, are mine. And the first estate of man and beast, whatever passes through the opening of a cave, shall be holy to me. And Moses went up to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob, and tell them the feast of unleavened bread, which you are to keep as a feast of unleavened bread 7 days long. Now what's happening here at the end of Deuteronomy chapter 5 is that Moses has just come down the mountain with the 10 Commandments, and God is now speaking further to him and through him to the people about how they are going to celebrate Passover. But notice the setting. As God speaks, the mountain is blazing with fire, and a thick darkness is there. The people were afraid. They were terrified by the voice of heaven that shook their bones. They said to Moses, You speak with us, and we will listen. But let not God speak with us, lest we die. Now what they're saying here in verse 25 is, We can't take our eyes off of you. We're scared to death of this God. You speak for him. And Moses said to the people, Do not be afraid. God has come to test you and to put you into fear so that you do not sin. This is one of the most incredible scenes in the Bible. The mountain is burning with fire. It's covered with thick darkness. The very voice of God is shaking the bones of the people, and they're like, No, we can't handle that. Turn it down, Moses. Speak for God. We'll listen to you, but we cannot listen to God. Moses, of course, tells them, You don't understand. It is a good thing. This is God testing you, trying your faith, putting you into fear so that you won't sin. What a powerful scene. And as we think about this, we see that God's holiness is far more powerful than anything we could ever imagine. And it's a good thing that we can't see God. Because if we could actually look into the presence of God, it would be like the people at Sinai. We would be overwhelmed and consumed by the fire of God's holiness. So he allows Moses to speak for him, and allows us to look at the cross, to look at the substitutionary work of Jesus Christ, and to see God's holiness satisfied. Appeased, calmed, so that we can come to God boldly, not because we can handle God, but because Jesus has handled God for us, and in that way we have peace with God. Father, thank you for sending Moses to speak your word for us. Amen. And we thank you that you have sent Jesus to be the mediator between us and you. We love you, Lord, and we want to handle you, not by handling your presence, but by handling your word and by handling the cross, by looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Thank you for sending your Son, and we live for him who died for us, even when we don't feel like it, because we remember what he did for us at the cross. I hope this encourages you to know that God is more powerful than you can imagine. And even when his presence seems overwhelming and terrifying, we can trust that he is for us and not against us, because he has done the most incredible thing for us. He has sent Jesus, his Son, to die for us. And we serve a living, true, powerful God whose holiness we can never comprehend, but whose love for us we can never give up. Until next time, Shalom.